Today, I want to share with you my number one strategy, and frankly, the most overlooked strategy for acing the interview. Now, as I said, most people overlook this, and yet it can make or break the interview and, frankly, landing your dream job. So, you may have heard of the syndrome, the imposter syndrome. And this is a very real phenomenon. And even really highly successful people experience this from time to time. Now, this is where I call your inner saboteur. Those voices start telling you that you're not going to get the job, you don't have the skills, they're going to laugh at you. This is that inner dialogue, your inner saboteur. And if you do not preempt it, if you do not handle this before the interview, you are going to find yourself tongue tied, sweating it out. Your anxiety is going to rise really, really high. So, as I said, top performers in all fields, athletes, performers of any kind, they face the imposter syndrome every day. And I'm going to share with you one of the most powerful techniques to preempt it and to deactivate it. That's what you need to do. You need to deactivate it, to take its power away so that you can show up and really wow them and ace that interview. So here's what I want you to do. You're going to grab a piece of paper and you're going to make two columns. In the first column, you're going to write all the mean things. You've got to bring them up to your consciousness, all the mean things that the saboteur says to you. Why would they're not going to hire you? Why would they even want you? You don't have the skills. You don't have any experience in this. There's so much competition against you. You are not what they want. You're not worth anything. I mean, it could go a whole list of really awful comments that are in there. So bring them up to consciousness. Start to make a list. And as I said, your first column are all these mean comments that the saboteur is throwing at you. And typically, this is going to happen right before you go into the interview. So you want to do this technique a day, at least a day or two before, and you're going to follow through with what I have to tell you about how to use this. So then in column number 2, you're going to step into your empowered self, get your super person cape on, and you're going to imagine what they could be thinking and what a positive, affirming, like you got this comment would be. Okay. So maybe you read that comment. There's no way you're going to get this job. You're going to write next to that in column number 2, you're going to write, oh my gosh, I am the best person for this job. This job was made for me. And then maybe you go to the second comment and it says, you don't have the skills, you don't have the experience, a saboteur comment, right? And then you go over to column 2 and you write, I am going to wow them. I am bringing so much enthusiasm and so much value. And I am a quick learner. They are going to want me. I am so valuable to this company. So do you see what I'm saying? You're going to list, you're not going to talk back to the saboteur, okay? But you're going to list out all those mean, crummy comments that it is throwing at you. And they are unconscious until you bring them to consciousness. Don't wait till you get into the interview and you hear those voices. Settle yourself down before the interview. Do this exercise. Column 1, all the saboteur comments, and column 2 is the empowered comments. So you're not going to get the job. I am totally going to get this job. I'm going to ace this interview. I am made for this job. I am going to wow them. So start to list all, and I bring enthusiasm. I bring such passion for this. They're going to see I'm such a quick learner. You're going to start to list all those I got it kind of comments, right? And that's the list that you're going to read before you go to the interview. You can put on some music, you can dance to it, but this is what you're going to play in the background. It's going to go into the level of the unconscious, and it is actually going to power you through so that you show up as your most powerful, empowered self, and you're able to ace that interview. So let me know in the comments what you think of this technique. I have a whole toolbox of ways to deactivate the saboteur, but you've got to preempt it or else it's going to bite you, you know where. So let me know in the comments what your questions are. And if you try this, definitely let me know. I'm here to help. And I hope you go ahead and deactivate that saboteur and win the interview. Bye for now.